Hello and welcome to our Week 5 recap for Division 6D. I'm Hinders and today I'm joined by...
Svaho, as always, and another person that's joining us this week is...
Falcon back here. Thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to have guests in the stream.
Especially
So,
if we have the only Kislev player of G-Man at the moment.
Hmm.
he's the only G-Man Kislet team.
I
Yep.
think so, yeah?
Yeah, I
Uh,
believe so.
yeah, I had no idea. That's cool.
Unless any other replacements or newcomers that replace people like this left. I highly doubt it
That's
though.
cool. Oh, and we have a new team as well in the division, just a heads up, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that we should start with his team, seeing as that we did the same thing with Donkey Dragon. So let's see how your team's progressing. And they seem to be in the same spot. No, wait, you just lost two linemen.
Yes, I did. I lost another one. Currently, I am just trying to push my edgy 4 piece. Basically, trying to get him wrestle at least, so he can be a ball sector.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but
That's your priority, in my opinion.
I mean, my catcher's going nowhere. He got cast like turn 2, like the first game he played, and he got cast again like turn 6 last game. So he's going nowhere literally. So
I guess so. But then again, you have so the catcher's going nowhere, as you said. But Bolo Young could actually also level up, and then you can have two sackers.
that is true. This is my second wrestle piece. My first wrestle piece died last game. So
Yeah, Black Dynamite is also close to leveling up, but that's Michael J. White.
okay, yeah, he's been close to leveling up for like 3 games in a row now.
Yeah, so just pass.
I've been trying to get a pass on him, but unfortunately, like the couple of times that I tried, they got what you call a blitz on me, so I couldn't do it. I had to like defend the ball. I think I've been trying for like 2 or 3 games now. I think one was against Jimmy's team, and he had a blitz on me, and the last game was against Berserk. He also had a blitz on me, so I couldn't pass on him.
Yeah, you lost versus Bash Buddies, and he had 2 touchdowns, so you basically had 3 chances to pass.
Thing is, I scored. I didn't. I got, as I said, I got blitzed in the first run. It was my drive, and what happened is that he had blitz. He sent like both his werewolves up forward, so I really had no choice and decided to like play like offensive as well. So since both his fast pieces were in front, I moved
Yeah.
backwards, and then I got reduced to five kissless players at the second half, and pretty much
Yeah.
that's it.
Well, Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee are in, like, they are finally blitzers with the block skill, and now you focus on the 2 linemen, or 3 linemen. You don't really need to force the catcher, I guess. But
I mean, he's one MVP away from leveling, so
yeah, so like just let him try to grab it, and Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee should be the next targets for the
yes.
levels.
Because I'm hoping to get a third blitzer, but I want to at least level both of those two up first. Some mighty blow might help as well. Maybe even tackle, depends.
Yeah. Okay, so you played you played versus Bash Buddies, so I guess Bash Buddies. And how did he play? So he has a mighty blow on the
He's a
werewolf.
very offensive player, offensive minded wise. So if it's not your drive, he will put players and put pressure on you. So yeah, he does put a lot of pressure. If it's not his drive.
He is so damn close to everybody on the team.
Yeah.
Well, except the Flesh Golem.
I actually cast this Mighty Blow Wolf, but he regens, so...
Ah, that's too bad.
Yeah, he
Snoop Dogg, and Nate Dogg are just 1 touchdown away. Kermit the Frog just 1 touchdown away. Rotten Pete just 1 touchdown away. I'd probably aim to, like, after this game, just get a white.
I mean, he lost the white. Yeah, he lost the white. but that didn't stop him.
Yeah, but like he's in such a good position with his SPP that like it's just a start. It's still just the start of the division, and anything can happen. And you are starting off from scratch, unlike the Greenhorn guys in the previous division. So yeah, you're in a good position if you ask me, and he is also in a good position. Like he's actually in a better position 100% than you are. I mean, even going to lie, your team's basically nothing compared to his team at the moment.
Definitely. I mean, he's already played the top two of the leaderboard anyway, so
Yeah, he's gotten those two away, and now he can actually focus.
yeah.
And
I just looked at his previous history, and he's played it in the first two games, so
yeah,
that's out of the way, literally.
Crematorium Crew, Jimmy Fantastic, they're both out of the way. Cotton Thralls, that was a concede. No, that was a game, and Snoop Dogg leveled up there. And then he won the Necro Mirror, he won that. And then he won versus you, and he is 3-0-2, and he is in a really good position.
I mean, he has potential to kill the other two Camry teams as well with the Tomb Guardians and all that.
Oh yeah, let's hope he does because he is the trimmer at the moment. And then again, we also have like another trimmer. So you're facing the new team in the division next.
Yes, I am. So
Ain't cold in the north.
yeah, he took a massive bashing against Jimmy's team.
Drake.
Yeah.
So see Drake, yeah, he took a really big bashing, seeing as that Jimmy is basically just spamming Mighty Blow, but I ain't going to say anything about that. So Jimmy is spamming Mighty Blow. I just said it, and that's really a thing that kind of keeps Norse down,
I mean,
keeps them at bay.
I mean, he may have lost a Berserker, but he's going in with like 200k inducements against my game. So,
Well, what's your team value?
I think I calculated it earlier, but now I forgot the numbers. So it's 140, but I'm missing 2 players currently.
Yeah, so it's 1160.
Yeah, and then he's missing 2 players as well, but his one costs like 50k each.
Yeah, he's
So
getting 3 loners because one
He's
is
getting-
missing next game and 2 are dead, so he will be
He's
at
actually
960, so he'll get
200.
yeah.
200.
So
And
yeah,
200 is what should be a bribe and an apo, if you ask me, or 2 bribes. But basically, that's it.
I mean, he could get a wizard for me instead.
Yeah, that's true. But like, his level are already just squishy enough. And Norse could like punish the lack of luck on the team, seeing as that he is basically 2 blocks and a stat, and that's the whole team and a wrestle, I guess. But like, that doesn't really count versus this team. And like, he could punish a lot with dirty players.
I mean, he does have a strength advantage over me, so that's for sure.
Yeah. So, especially with Roscoe and Wolfie, the 2 elves that are ready to surf. So, my advice would be stay off the line.
That's true. I also would probably try to keep away if possible. He has 2 rerolls, so he's lacking on that. So.
Oh, yeah, but he has 2 rerolls, but he has full block, basically, on the team. I mean, he doesn't have full block because he did go with the Yeti start, but the Yeti start was there, I guess, to, like, compensate for him being, him actually having to start with a terrible score. And he inherited a terrible score, so it was there to, like, start off versus Clotmore Rams, who are a GOAT-only team, and Team Fantastic, who is another Bash team. So yeah, there's that, and that I believe that was the reason for recruiting Cookie already in the start. So yeah, him, while let's look at the Kingslayers. Bash Buddies are facing good Kingslayers.
I have to say,
Yeah.
This, I have to say, he's been lucky in terms that he's been losing only goblins so far.
Oh, he has one.
Yeah. Basically, I spoke to him and he was like thinking of buying one of the goblins in our game because he apparently one of the goblins stole the MVP, the loners, but he chose instead to save the apothecary. I think he didn't regret that, seeing what plays he has
Well,
left.
he got the apple.
Hmm.
He got the apple. He has 50k. He could get another goblin, but better yet, not get the goblin and play with loners and be and keep the goblin in case somebody gets hurt. And by the way, he has a mighty blow claw blitzer,
Hmm.
which is basically really nice. No matter how you look at it, it's just really good.
I
And the
mean,
team,
I'm half expecting it to kill things anyway with that claw
yeah.
mighty blow. I mean, the edgy 4 the Skaven Blitz is good as well, so that can be a secondary ball carrier if he needs to have one.
Yeah, but if that guy levels up, he could go in an odd route with guard and things like guard, so that he can help the team out with agility, because he can just zip around faster than anybody on the team due to that agility plus.
I mean,
And if he provides guard everywhere, he could actually be the MVP of the team.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, the only ideal situation is he gets another double and gets dodge for it as well.
Yeah, that's basically his team in a nutshell. It
I
really does.
mean,
We really don't have a lot to talk about, except if you go on and talk about the Skaven thrower that rolled dodge for the next 15 minutes. But like, yeah, he's just in a good position, and that's well. When it comes to the score, he's in a crappy position
I
at the
mean,
moment.
it's a
But
development season for him. Like for me as well, it's going to be a development season.
yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
the
But
issue he probably has is that he hasn't faced any of the top 4 yet.
oh yeah, when he faces Jimmy and when he faces Crematorium Crew, that's just going to be a murder.
Yeah,
But then again, he does have the best blitzer in the league at the moment,
yeah, probably.
Robespierre. Uh, so let's look at what Robespierre could be killing next, and well, it's Nurgle. Uh, I'm just picking them out because we've been talking about the potential that they have with their level ups last time, and well, that potential is still active. He didn't take it by the horns, let's say. So he's playing the Imperishable 4 this week, and he has taken Tackle as his first skill on a Beastman, actually a Pestigore.
It's
What are your feelings on
probably
this?
well. Is there any dodge in the team for Imperishable 4?
Yeah, and there's low amounts of dodge in the division in general.
Yeah, I would have
Ooh.
rather liked seeing as he already has a block mighty blow Pestigore. I'd rather see him build a ball carrying Pestigore.
Yeah, first skill is sure hands isn't that bad.
Yeah, I would think he would have to get sure hands first. I
Sure
mean,
hands
he,
and block. Yeah.
his team is pretty much like at least he's one game away from like jumping like 100 TV, literally.
No, not just 100. We went over this. He has 20k, 20k, 20k,
Yeah,
20k,
I think we ended up
20k.
at 170k last week. I think
Yeah,
that's
and
changed a little, but
he had one or two level ups basically in that span, or so. Like that's 130k, let's say,
Uh,
potential of getting up
Potentially.
there. Yeah, so he's potentially on 14k,
I
on
mean,
1400.
what would you get on doubles anyway on for any of the warriors if he does get doubles?
I'd basically ignore it, because they just need block. right away.
Yeah, that's why I would think block. I mean, the Beast and Ogre, if you get a double, that's great because you get block on them.
Yeah, and that's probably the best target to get doubles on
And
on this team because the tackle guy, well, if he gets double, he's just going to get dodge, I guess, and not gain a lot from just getting dodge because he's just not going to get
I,
block.
I'm a little bit confused about the tackle pick as well. So
Yeah, if he went with block or sure hands as the first skill, then a double on the dude can actually be very very beneficial because it could be a dodge, and then he has dodge and sure hands, which means that basically your stacking team isn't that good versus him.
that's true.
Yeah, and then again, like if any of the Rodders get a double, he can get guard and he can actually start guard spamming.
Yeah, because what I'm looking is like he's already played the elves, the only elves in the division. So
Yeah, so he's basically played the agility team of the division.
yeah, literally. Well, he has also played the other, I won't say possibly agility team, the Kingslayers as well. He's played them as well.
Yeah, he might have taken the tackle for them. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I would say this team is probably the dark horse, but statistics-wise, he's not in a bad position either.
Yeah, he
Absolutely.
just did get a win against the Victims of the Sun, so his record is also pretty good, at least for a Nugget team.
Yeah, early Noggle team. Yeah.
Well, his record is absolutely amazing for a nerd team
Although
that has
yes,
to face elves and that has to face things that are very, very good.
I mean he has to be careful because he hasn't faced any of the Necro teams yet, which has Claw.
Yeah, but he is facing the Imperishable Four this week. And, well, let's see what the Imperishable Four are packing. And they're packing 3 Mighty Blows compared to 1 Mighty Blow. And he has 2 guards compared to 0 guard. And he has a carrier, and the Nurgle don't have carriers.
That's true.
So when you're looking at that, like when you're looking at it like that, you're basically saying, okay, Nurgle are in a big disadvantage, but Nurgle could actually just tie up the skeletons and then basically their agility 2. They are agility 2 and they are on tentacles and they aren't dodging anyways, but they are staying in place, and that's bad because they're staying on the one mighty blow that the Nurgle team has on a big guy, and like they could get hit by the other mighty blow on the Pestigore. So
Uh,
they're very, very exposed in that matter.
that's true. I mean, you could also just send a Rotter to just guard that very well developed Tomb Guardian with Mighty Blow and guard.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
keep him busy, literally.
Yeah, just put one dude on that dude and just be like, okay, my job here is done. That dude isn't moving anywhere, and you should have won. What's it called? Stand firm. You
Mhm.
could get stand firm, or you can get break tackle. And it's just going to be very good on that Tomb Guardian. He's just going to spike up hard, especially with block.
I mean, he's not that far away either. He needs like just about 3.5 casts, literally. I cast 3 castles in the past, literally. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he just needs an MVP and a cast.
Good idea, one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very doable against Rotters anyway. Pretty doable.
So Thurnlow is in very good position, especially like in the division. He's 3-1-1, and he has a well developed Tomb Guardian and some soon to be well developed Blitzfrost, nothing on like Herringzord's level, but then again Herringzord does have more games than this dude has, and he does have probably more experience than this dude has.
But to be fair, he's only like 2 Tomb Guardians development away from Herringzot's level, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm
look at the Tomb Guardians that he has. They're in 2 SPP.
Hmm. They're very, very undeveloped.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
overall, what's a bit surprising to me, all those fresh Camry teams are doing really well, respectively, because we do have another Camry team in this division. It's the Skelepans Incorporated, and they're also doing pretty well.
two mighty blow dudes, a 30 player, and a guard. That's really good just for like setting it up. And then you have the agility dude to be there and cause trouble.
Yeah, IG3 skeleton. But in Blitzra is I wouldn't complain about it.
I wouldn't
good.
complain about Agi3 on a team that's basically Agi2, and it
Literally.
has almost no ball handling capabilities. So yeah,
I mean, who knows? The passing game might happen because he is an edgy 3 Blitzra, literally at the receiving end.
yeah. It's a 75 into right.
Yeah, it's
Not-
a 75% chance with a reroll, isn't it?
He has a reroll its pass.
Yeah. So it's a 75% chance. The catch is what, 67%, and then you
Yeah,
have a
and then
reroll.
you have like with reroll, what is it like? 87,
Approximately that.
probably something in those lines.
So yeah, passing Camry team is a possibility for this one.
Yeah, you never know, but like. There's really nothing much to say about this team. They have a really decent team value, to be honest. Considering the semi-low amount of skills, but they are all really good.
But again, as I said with this team, they have not faced the top 4 yet, except for Crematorium. That's about it.
Yeah, and let's look at the Crematorium crew, the undefeated Crematorium crew. Is it because of Undead, or is Buffer T Justice just the best Undead coach at the moment?
I mean, it's probably because no one has anything to deal with the Blotch Ghouls, perhaps.
Oh yeah, except the Festigore that got tackled
Mm-hmm.
for some reason. But those are basically his only relevant levels. I mean, he has Mighty Blow, and he has Dirty Player, but Blodge is basically what's carrying him.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at his previous games, all the games except for the last one were 1-0s. So they were really like slow, sluggish games, or like last turn scoring, last turn of the half.
Yeah, and that's basically like the Undead way. That's slow and steady wins the race, because you're really slow, but you're really steady because you have mummies, and you have zombies, and you have whites to back up everything you do.
I'll be honest, I am not too sure with the excess amount of zombies because the excess amount of zombies have actually stolen by so many MVPs from him.
That's really not like a big of a problem for him, to be honest, at the moment, because he does need a few levels on the zombies, to be honest. A few good skills, like taking block on the zombies isn't that bad, taking kick on the zombies isn't that bad. The 12 SPP dirty player that could actually level up soon and get kick or get wrestle or something like that is also very nice to see. So the zombies aren't really the problem. The real problem is mummies not being able to break anything.
I mean, they've only one mummy has broken 2 things. Other than that,
Yeah,
the
other
other
than that, it's nothing.
one.
But like, he is top of the division. He is undefeated, and like
I mean, he's doing.
obviously
he's-
doing something amazing. And then right below him, we have Jimmy Fantastic, who has 10 players. Mr. Throw is missed next game, so that's good. We're not losing Mr. Throw yet. And 2 SPP away from leveling up Flap Fart. Brainless Chaos leveled up, so he's probably just getting block. Christmas Man also leveled up, probably getting block or sure hand or something on those lines.
I'm gonna say that he's gonna get Mighty Blow.
Mm,
Where do you get that idea?
yeah.
I don't know.
Even Jimmy has to stop at some point and be like, you know, maybe, just maybe block first, and this one isn't that bad.
I mean, if it's not Mighty Blow, I'm gonna say Claw then.
Yeah, but like Claw on the Mighty Blow dude, on just the Mighty Blow dude, is actually a possibility because he is facing Crematorium Crew next, right? And that's the fight for the first spot.
I mean, Jimmy he can beat the team. It's just that he probably might think of tackle now because of the 2 blotch calls, maybe.
Yeah.
Uh,
But nah, Jimmy's thinking break everything. That's what Jimmy's thinking, because if he
Okay.
breaks the mummies, if you break the mummies, the undead are basically dead, like just dead. They're not
mean-
undead, they're just dead.
And
I mean, the best
actually,
way.
actually, he
Yeah.
is facing the Amazing Man this week and the Crematorium Crew the following week.
Okay, so he has even more time to, and like, no offense to the coach of the Amazing Men, but like, Jimmy is just going to look to farm against him. He's just basically looking for some farm of some SPP farming, getting 2 levels, maybe 3 levels, something
Also,
like
like to
that.
mention, he can possibly get an 11th player if he wanted to. He's got the money for it.
Yeah. Uh, Zachi. Sorry. I was speaking Croatian in the other chat room. Okay, so he is in a good position. He is at the top of the ladder. You never know what could happen there because it's so damn close. And well, he is facing Amazing Men, and the Amazing Men could make an upset. They could actually do an upset because humans are really decent versus Chaos.
Except his humans is a weird lineup though.
So let me just take a look at the Amazing Men with Omar. So yeah, he does have just 2 blitzers. He does have like 2 catchers and everything set up. But still, Amar could actually do a lot of things with his agility players.
Also, like to point out that Amar has forfeited his last 2 matches, so he might forfeit the 3rd one as well.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
I mean, he played Crematorium Kill 1-0 and 187s, but it was a forfeit match, basically.
Well,
Um,
maybe we will get a replacement if he keeps on not playing his games.
Maybe, but that's why, as I did say before, he was a really excitable person. That he's very new to Blood Bowl, but he really wants to play it.
Yeah, Amar actually asked for like some stuff. No, it wasn't Amar, but Amar was actually told me that he is new and that he doesn't know a lot about the game, and he was keen to learn. So yeah, he might have just left because he's attempting to go to just college league, and then again he might be something else. You never know. Might be real life stuff because we already had that. And
That's a possibility.
yeah, that's also a possibility.
So if we get a replacement team, this is the 2nd week in a row Jimmy's facing a completely new team as well.
Yeah, if we get one,
If
it
we
might
get
be just another cancel. You never know. But let's look at the guy that's also new to this division that asked for help. Asiliath Blades and Caracas. So Caracas, still sitting 15 SPP. I've already told you Caracas just passed with the 15 SPP, dude. You could get on guard on doubles, mighty blow on doubles, one of those 2, depending on your playstyle. You could get sidestep on normals, and you can become a decently good team with a few levels. Like, there's nothing to be scared of. And the runner, if the runner actually touches down and he gets dodge, and then he's just one step closer to getting blodge, and that's always good.
I mean, he's the only edgy team in this division, pretty much. So He should do fine because he has a lot of the blotch pieces and potentially more coming soon.
Yeah, he also managed to win his game against the Kingslayers, so he's back on track regarding the scores. And
And
yeah,
no, go ahead.
well,
Yeah.
uh, I
He
Sorry
keeps
about that.
doing well.
Well. Okay, so I would think that possibility that I mean he's played the top of the table already, so that's out of the way. He's played a couple of bash teams. That's out of the way as well, but there's more to come. I mean, he's yet to play like Bretonians and myself as well, Kislev. But he's still got to play the Necro teams as well, and the other Jimmy's team, of course, as well as the Camry team, the other one.
Yeah. He is in a world of hurt coming up, but if he preps himself for that, if he actually, like I've been telling him, contact me on Discord, we will go over Dark Elves, no problem. And if he preps with that, and if he preps with getting blodge on absolutely every one of his positional, nobody can actually touch him.
I mean, he's almost there. I mean, his Witch Elf needs 6 SPP, and his other Blitzer needs just 4 more.
And his runner needs 3, and his lineman needs 3 to get more levels. So yeah, he's in a position.
Yeah, he's in okay position.
Yeah. His biggest problem is that he's new. And that's not really a problem, that's just basically a point where you can actually say, okay, now what do I need to focus on? And in my opinion, the thing that he actually needs to focus on is trying to level up, learn how leveling up works, learn what skills to pick up when you level up. So far, it's basically just blodge spam, and that's it. But then it becomes sidestep spam after that and stuff like that. You never know. So yeah, he is in a position where he just needs to learn, and learning. I wouldn't drop out like he did. He is 203, so he's still in the running, and he is still okay. Like, he has a decent build. He finally has 2 rerolls.
Also, that he has a chance of getting stat ups, and any stat up will be good on his positionals, basically. Like IG5 or Strength 4.
Even movement allows you to one turn.
Yeah, also movement as well.
And if he masters one turning, even with movement 7, he can actually outperform most teams in this division, because that's like a hidden part of the Dark Elves that nobody actually prepares a lot about, because you don't really see a new player do movement 7 one-turn touchdowns, right?
Yeah, true. Frenzy helps. Frenzy helps a lot.
Yeah. So, Hindus, any takes?
I think you covered it pretty well.
Well, like, any takes on like what you want to go over?
For the next team, or what do you
Yeah.
mean? Well,
What do you want
let's
to go for next team?
see. We didn't cover HUD yet, or the Clawtimer Rams.
No, we haven't.
Nope.
Well, let's have a look at them, because I like beasts.
I mean, I'm happy I got this game out of the way already, because that is starting to turn like a blockfest now.
I'm really hoping like to see somebody perform Gorgon Ramsay's meal this week. From the GMAT on one of these Rams. You never know.
Yeah, everyone likes some tasty goat brain, I believe it was.
Yeah, it was goat brain, and who can like turn that down?
I mean, this team is turning into a bash as well as a passing team, if potentially a passing team as well. If he wants to.
Yeah,
I
I
mean-
would see that Beastman rather either as a good ball carrier, maybe even as a good sacker. Depends on how he wants to go with that Beastman.
just to stay in fashion, I just get a Chaos Warrior or two and just give them horns and skill up.
I mean, it's not as the claw team or Rams. You don't have the Rams with the Real Warrior, do you? It's like you're calling it lambs and then you're serving it steak, literally. So
Yeah.
I don't think the Chaos Warrior is coming anytime soon. So it's probably going to be Beastmen and Minotaurs. That's about it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, the Minotaur has claw as well, so that's potentially also a big guy killer.
He's undefeated. And he's 2-3-0. So he's very good, and he is standing very good, like at fourth position.
I'll be honest, it should have been 3-2-0. Should have lost that game against him, but he got lucky with the dice.
One. He drew.
Yeah, he drew with me, but he should have won that because all he needed was a push, and he would have won. But he got both down in a skull.
That's always unlucky, but it happens. And he is still in a pretty good position.
Yes, he is.
I also could maybe see him. He has 150k in the bank. Maybe he's gonna get a stadium upgrade next week.
Yeah.
I mean, which one would you get?
Well, I would get for the level 2 first and wait for the enhancement because you don't want to spend all your money in case something. Well, he only has Beastmen, but it's interesting. What do you go for on an all Beastmen team? What stadium enhancement?
He's only got two valuable players, and that's the Edgy 4 and the Mino, I guess.
Let's still just go for like the security gate.
Yeah, the one for pitch invasions.
Yeah, and now like, if we could just transition to I believe the last two teams. The 187s and Victims of the Sun. So which one do you want to go over first?
Do you want to go over a team that's pretty much beaten into submission?
Yeah, I always like to look at beaten teams.
So Victims of the Sun, the Brett team.
Yeah. And in like flavor, all of the whole team's hands are in the one knight.
Yeah, ouch. The team is pretty much battered, quite battered, literally.
Yeah.
I mean, the good news is, like, I guess he gets a wizard almost every team he faces now, literally.
Yeah, I guess so, just because linemen are so cheap, but, like, MVPs are falling on linemen, maybe lone linemen, and he doesn't have blockers. He has, like, 3 blockers. He doesn't have knights, that's what I meant to say, and, like, he is in a terrible spot. Like, he is 1-1-3, so that's, like, amazing seeing this team.
The only play he has that's worth looking at is the blitzer with dodge and tackle at the moment. But yeah, he's had a lot hit on him, and he's only got 30k in cash as well.
Yeah, I don't see him actually rebuilding his team.
He might reroll at this rate.
Yeah,
I'd reroll.
Yeah, you only have one level 3 blitzer, and I believe that's just normal rolls anyway. So I'd see no reason to keep that team.
Also, he's going to be playing all the bash teams coming up as well.
No, that's just like putting salt on the wound. So first he's versus who? He's versus Auxiliath Blaze first.
So edgy team.
Yeah, so that
might work.
That bad. Yeah, he could beat him because he does have tackle and he's facing a new player. Then he's facing.
He's facing me next week.
Oh yeah, well that's
also a winnable game as well. To be fair.
Yeah,
I don't have any tackle for his ball carrier if he does have one.
He could win that one, and then he's facing
Team Fantastic, Jimmy.
Yeah, that's just going to be a mighty blow spam in the span of 3 weeks.
I mean, he's got 2 weeks of breaks from being bashed, I guess.
Yeah,
Because
I
after
guess.
that, he's got Camry, and then.
Yeah.
I guess he could pray.
Yeah, but still, those 2 games probably won't be enough for him to replace. Maybe he can get a blitzer, depends on how well he rolls on the winnings.
I mean, he's running out of players right now, literally.
Yeah,
I mean,
doubt.
For the elf game, he is missing his other blitzer, so he's down to 2 for the elf game.
He had low MVP last 2 games. Yeah, that's quite bad.
I mean, it's gonna be really rough.
Wow, wait just a second. The stream actually froze. I believe that the stream actually on the Perishable 4.
Did it?
On my end, it's still in the team overview.
Let me just put up the stream. Let's have a look.
Well, I have the recording anyway, so.
Yeah, so that at least we have that. But like, I hate that I have no idea what's happening anytime. It's just basically a shitstorm all the freaking time. It's showing one thing and then it's showing another thing. So I'm on the team screen at the moment, while I was in like somewhere else in the moment before that. Just wait a second. Yeah. So I'm 30 seconds. I was 3 minutes behind last time that I checked, and now I'm just 5 seconds behind. But let's look at 187.
Yep, the last team of the division.
Yeah, he has absolutely no level. I mean, he has a few levels, but they are meaningless.
I mean, no offense, he's the less scary of the Necro teams. The less one.
Absolutely. And he lost the Necro off.
Yeah, and he's also placing all of his money into zombies, as it seems.
Yeah, 14 players. And no dirty player.
I mean, he's got a piling on zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that guy. He's great.
I mean, every time he piles on, he comes back up with 1 movement. That's it. It's just a fun team from what I'm seeing, but that white with a movement bust is going to be an issue for him, though.
Yeah, I would have used the money to replace him instead of buying the zombie. And
I mean, he's also got no developed werewolves either, so it's close to development, but no developed werewolves yet.
Yeah. This team is really, his full team value is in zombie.
Yeah, I probably would get some of the zombies maybe to cut down the inducement process.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I doubt that's even. I think that's mostly zombies he bought with his own money and that he didn't get by killing stuff. So I think.
I mean, even if you kill stuff, those zombies you get, you still have to buy them.
So I need to apologize right now because I have to leave, and well, the stream has, but the upload will be on YouTube, the full thing, so you can watch it there till the end. Like the only thing that you're basically going to miss is the ladder breakdown and predictions and the schedule breakdown. So I'll be leaving now. I guess that you two could do a perfectly good job without me. So see ya, and I apologize for doing this.
See ya?
It's just
all right, see you then.
No problem.
No problem about it. We'll try to carry on as we can.
Yeah, see ya.
All right,
see ya. I have to say, I like you better anyway than Svarho. So.
Thank you. Don't tell him, yeah? Just keep your mouth quiet for that.
Well, I think let's finish up with the 187s. He does have an okay record, I believe.
I mean, his ghouls are about to be very well developed. English is hard. Ghouls, his other ghoul is about to hit 6 SVP as well.
Yeah, I think he just had the bye week against Amar, the Amazing Man.
No, I think Team Festastic is doing. Jimmy's playing the bye week, I think.
No, I think he got it last week because he does have a surrender win in his history.
Yeah, so he should be fine on that.
Yeah,
But I would say maybe get rid of that white potentially. He's just dead weight at the moment.
yeah, and maybe even get rid of another zombie because you
Yeah.
really don't need all those zombies at this team value.
I mean, the good news is that his two werewolves are like one touchdown and one cast from leveling, so potentially he could have good werewolves in development.
Yeah, it's definitely this team isn't looking that bad. It's well in the running for the mid of the table. I don't see him getting to the top, but
I mean, development season. It's like most
yeah,
of the teams anyway. I mean, I would say in contention to even qualify is probably the top six, maybe, of this top six, top seven of this group,
well,
maybe.
the top person, the one who finished first, will get to play in playoffs. And
Yeah.
basically all the other players will get seeded as they perform. So if you are in the top half, maybe you will get. I don't know what Metal will do, but maybe Division 5, and the bottom half maybe goes to Division 6. I
I
don't know how
mean,
many
it
divisions we
depends
will
how many
have.
people are re-rolling next
Yeah,
season
yeah,
as well.
it's always tough
Because I
to say.
believe, like Metal said, that a lot of the Division One teams wanted to re-roll, like Good and all of them will re-roll next season, even Metal himself. So we could potentially see Division Two teams going, or Division Four teams going to Division One if they do well enough.
Yeah,
That's
if you are performing really well this season, you might make a big jump into one of the maybe even Division 3, for example.
yeah, probably. Like I mean, on course, Jimmy's team is on course to be at least a Division Three team if he keeps this up. Literally, his team.
Well, if some at some point he will run out of players to give Mighty Blow to, so
I mean, you can only have 16 Mighty Blow. You can't have any more, can you?
eh, maybe he can get Claw after. So
I mean, Claw and piling on is up next, probably.
just avoid block. You don't need that skill.
I mean, block is an illusion. You never need block. All you have to do is just roll piles, and that's it.
Yeah.
Don't roll skulls ever. Don't roll any skulls.
Well,
It's
I
an
think we are
illusion.
talking about the leaderboard anyway right now. So
Mm-hmm.
let's just make a short sum up. We have the Crematorium crew at the top,
Mm-hmm.
followed closely behind by the Imperishable Four and Team Fantastic. And then we get, yeah, the Clotimo Rams are also pretty close. Bash Buddies are actually, yeah, it's pretty close in the,
Which is why I said probably top six, top seven have a chance to challenge for the top spot. Maybe. It depends how well they do against Crematorium Crew and whether Fantastic loses games. They need those two to lose games to have any chance of catching up, though.
yeah, I will be interested in who will be the first one to score against the Crematorium crew, because they haven't taken a single touchdown against them so far.
I mean, I'm going to predict maybe Jimmy might. That game is coming in like 2 weeks' time, I think.
Yeah, it will certainly be an interesting game.
Mm-hmm.
So you yourself are in the 10th position at the moment.
Yeah, I will put myself away from the top spot. There's no way I'm going to get there. Not with the amount of bash there is.
So let me ask you, where are you aiming to end this season? Where
If
would you
I
like to
can,
be?
if I can try, I'll try to aim for the top seven if I can. The top half of the division,
Okay,
basically.
and where do you reasonably see yourself ending the season?
Reasonably,
Yeah,
where I am right now, 10th place, to be fair.
yeah,
Right
okay.
now, yeah, 10th place probably. I mean, I'm losing. As I say, if the season goes well for me, I don't lose too many positionals, and I'll be fine with that. Even if I lose the game, as long as my positionals are developing well, that's fine with me. Ideally, I win the game. That's the ideal bit.
Yeah, you always want to win your games.
Yeah, always. And then we have we have the mid tables, which is me, the Dark Elves in Crackers for those who have
Yeah,
breaks, and the 187s, and Palmus Camry is in 7th place. So
yeah,
that's that.
he's. I think the Nurgle and the Camry, Palmu and Ant-Man are both. I wouldn't call the maybe Gatekeeper might be a bit much, but they seem like the person to beat to reach into the top half of the table.
I mean, I'm playing on the Nuggle as the last team of the season, and I don't know what to think about that. So
Yeah, it's always bad to face the Bash team at the end of a
I mean, it's
division.
considering his team is like really close to development. By the time it comes to me, he probably gets like 2 or 3 levels on some of the players already. So that's probably it. And then we have 11th place Underworld, and then Bretonians in 12th, Amar in 13th, and the
And
North in 14th with the inherited score.
yeah, but you can't blame them for that.
No, I
they
can't blame
they
them
they
for it.
had to face Jimmy for.
Yeah, I mean, for the Walls, I get it because he's been losing. Kingslayer has been losing goblins like as if that's nothing. They're losing goblins as if they're like dropping hair or something like that. I don't know what term you want to use it. And then of course Victims of the Sun with their really bash up team, unfortunately.
Yeah,
And
he will probably stay at the bottom
I
if there's no
mean,
miracle that
I
gets
don't know
him.
if Cyber Knight will want to reroll. I don't know if he will. But last season, in my division, we had a Wood Elf team that was bashed beyond any repair. He was like 650 TV by the end of it, but he played all 13 games at 650 TV approximately. So I don't know if he's going that route, but he has won games though. He has won the one game and drawn the one game.
Yeah, his record isn't that bad, and I mean it can be fun to play up quite a bunch of team value. I mean, it's not the spot where you want to be, but it can be fun if you just throw fireballs at enemies and can foul as you want because you have bribes.
Or he can get hack, can he? The chainsaw one, the hack.
I'm not sure if Bretonians have access to him. I honestly
Is it?
don't play much of Bretonians.
Neither do I. So yeah, so if he can, he gets probably some mercenaries like the chainsaw dude. Probably be good. I mean, he could aim to just destroy everyone's team that he has to play left.
Yeah,
That's
he
probably.
could just get a bunch of peasants, a bunch of dirty player. You only need to knock one guy down to then gang foul him. You can certainly be annoying.
I mean, it is probably what he will have to do. Or if he's lucky, he might be able to develop a team out of it. But I don't think he can. Not with what he has left.
Yeah,
He might.
I doubt he will have a good-looking team at the end of the season. He might be able to get some development, but it will be really rough for him.
I mean, he'll prove us wrong. In the end, he'll probably win the rest of his games. Who knows?
Yeah, he will just take first place and go to playoffs.
Yeah, he probably will. Okay, then we have the human team, and Ahmad, he's missing, so I don't know what to say about that. So, is he going to get replaced? We never know, but we'll see about that. And then, of course, the very new team, Norse, just recently entered, so
Yeah,
it's potential.
so last question concerning the leaderboard. Who do you see winning this division?
I'm in two minds of this. It's either Crematorium Crew or Jimmy, I would say.
Yeah, going with the easy way out.
It's the
Just
easy
take
way.
the.
Okay, do you want me to give you the hard one? The hard one, I would say, would be the Nurgle team, the Flylock Servants.
Ooh, that's a certainly a
The
ballsy call.
reason why, yeah, the reason why I say that is potentially if they get a couple of good games and they have their killer is nearly leveled up, I believe. It's nearly there. He could potentially just wipe out an entire pitch clear entire team himself because I know that's what happens when you have Mighty Blow, Claw, and then maybe piling on. So that's potential.
Yep,
I would say.
my call for the runner-up would be Berserk because he has been winning his last 3 games. His team is really looking good, and I think he's also quite an experienced coach. So
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
also see him as one of the contenders for the top spot. He
yeah,
did lose
probably.
against the top two, but if they drop some games against other people, he will certainly be
Yeah,
a
it's possible.
contender.
Of course, you have Hut there that's looking around as well with his goats, so possibility as well. And also, not to mention that Turtle has taken a game off Jimmy already. So
Yeah, also we have the Camry Imperishable 4, but I think they will probably fall off at some point
yeah,
and
with the
more.
amount of claw and mighty blow that's about to come his way,
But we will see. And I would say for the last segment of this recap, let's have a look at the coming games and make some quick predictions. So let's just go through the games and let's make a quick call. Kingslayers against the Bash Buddies.
I would say Bash Buddies for that.
I agree with
Although
you.
I'm expecting Bash Buddies to maybe lose the Flash Golem for Flash Golem tax.
Yeah, that's certainly a possibility, especially with those scary looking blitzers the Kingslayers have.
Yeah, I'm expecting the Flash Golem to die here, but it might not happen. We'll see.
Then we have the Imperishable 4 against the 187s.
I would say Imperishable 4 for this, but with the lack of tackle, might go for a draw for this.
Yeah, that's certainly reasonable. I'm also leaning more to the Imperishable 4 side, simply because their lineup is more convincing to me. I'm still a little bit irritated by all those zombies and the piling on zombie, and
Maybe the piling on zombie kills
Yeah,
kills a Tomb Guardian. Who knows?
we will never know. We will see.
We'll see.
Then we have the Siliev Blades against the Victims of the Sun.
It's a little bit cruel, but I'll say Oscilla Blades. I mean, he's a new player, as Svano has said, but I don't think he will have too much of a problem against a very, very bashed up Bretonnian team.
Yeah, the Bretonnians only have access to 2 blitzers for that game and only 3 blockers and a bunch of loner peasants, so I'm also gonna give it to the Siliev Blades. Then we have the Colotimo Rams versus the Skelepans Incorporated. I think that will be an interesting game.
I would say maybe the Baltimore Rams for the fact, maybe. Because they do have the Mino that might be proving the strength balance in terms of the Tomb Guardians with it. That might work. Also, they have an edgy 4 beast who can.
Yeah,
actually
I
dodge.
think that edgy 4Bs will certainly be a useful tool. I think in this matchup it depends how the injuries go.
Yeah, it depends whether who gets badly hurt first, basically, or who dies first, literally.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm gonna call a draw here.
you're gonna call it draw. Yeah.
But
I'll
but
say
it
Baltimore
but
Rams
it could
still.
go either way, so
Yeah,
that's
but
really a
I'm
close
fairly
game.
confident in Baltimore Rams because I played against Hud. He's actually a pretty good coach, so
Yeah.
I'm sticking with my guns. I'll say Baltimore Rams for now.
So I think I know who you're gonna pick for the next match, the Hollywood
I
martial
don't
law.
want to be cocky. I don't want to be cocky here, by the way. I mean, if I'm cocky here, I'm gonna just curse myself and lose maybe 4 or 5 players in that game. But yeah, I'll probably say I probably should win. Should being the word for the next game.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. The Norse still have like no development and lost a Berserker, so
I mean, fingers crossed that Yeti doesn't destroy my armor players. So we'll see.
yeah. But I'm probably gonna give it to you.
Thank you for the
Then-
vote of confidence.
Hey, I always believed in you. I certainly never doubted you because
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Kislev are such a
Yeah,
strong early
I'll pay
team.
you later under the table.
Well, then we have Amazing Man against Team Fantastic. If
Yeah,
Amazing Man shows up, I'm still gonna give it to Team Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy's been playing in a long time, doesn't he? Literally, so.
Yeah, he still is going with all that mighty blow, so
I mean,
if the
I've seen
blocks
his
go
stream-
bad, it
I mean, I've seen his streams. He plays Chaos quite a bit in Champs Ladder, so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he should beat Amazing Man, even if Emma does turn up. So Emma is a really new player, so I very highly doubt it. Plus, I don't think he has enough block to take on the Team Fantastic at the moment.
yeah, I'm gonna agree with you, but I think that it's in no way offense to Amar and his Amazing Man, but maybe if a more experienced human coach with maybe a bit of a different setup, lineup choice could certainly take on the Chaos in this stage, because the Chaos are really relying on getting the blocks and the injuries. So
I mean, he's running pretty much Mighty Blow everywhere, so.
yeah, it's high risk, high reward, I would call his build, but
It's high risk, high reward.
And then we have the last game of the week, and certainly another interesting one, because we have the Flylord Servants against the Crematorium Crew.
I would say this is the game to watch out of every game so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh.
agree with you.
I mean, for the fact Crematorium Crew, although they've won every game, but they're pretty sure they grinded out every game. And that kind of suits the Nurgle. They like to grind out games as well, literally.
Yeah, I'm honestly going to say both of those teams have had pretty solid defenses so far. So I'm actually gonna go with a 0-0. I think both their defenses will hold.
Yeah, I would say it's going to be a draw as well, but I'm going to think it's going to be a 1-1 with potentially deaths on the Crematorium Crew due to the Claw Mighty Blow on the Pestigo they have.
Yeah, but it will be a really close game. I think the
I would say they probably turn 8, turn 16 scores.
yeah, those will be the interesting turns.
I mean, now the tackle will be interesting because Crematorium Crew does have a blotch school, don't they?
Yeah, I think they have. Do they
Yeah,
have
so
two
that
of
tackle
them?
might work. That might work.
Yeah, maybe he got the tackle for the
I mean, for all the
Crematorium
flack
Crew.
I've been giving the tackle Pestigo, it might work against Crematorium Crew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
Two
say
Yeah.
that's it. I think we covered all the games, all the teams.
Mm-hmm.
I thank you very much for being here.
Thank you very much for inviting me, by the way.
Yeah, it's always nice to get some insight on the divisions, especially 6D, because in comparison to 6C, there aren't that many well-known players in the community. I mean, there is quite. There's
I
Jimmy
mean, pretty much
Fantastic.
this is the division of that's pretty much full of unknown potential coaches, basically.
Yeah, and it's always nice to talk to some of them, especially if they turn out to be such nice guys as you are.
Thank you very much, by the way. I'll pay you that later on as well.
Yeah,
Just leave me your account number. Just kidding right now.
I think
But yeah,
we will end it right here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll hope we see you next week.
all right.
See ya.